Let me guess how today went for you. You woke up, checked your phone, scrolled for a bit, maybe watched a couple of YouTube videos, replied to some messages, and by the time you actually sat down to do something important, the day was already half gone. And at the end of the day, you feel busy, exhausted even. But if someone asked you, what did you actually build today? You'd be like, I don't know. Yeah, that's literally most people. Here's the weird part though. The people who are winning financially, the people quietly getting rich, absolutely love days like that. But in the opposite way, they love boring days. No notifications, no chaos, no drama, no adrenaline. And if that sounds uncomfortable to you, this video is probably going to explain exactly why. My name is Theo, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, behavior, and why people keep sabotaging themselves financially. If you're someone who works hard, stays busy, but still feels like you're not getting ahead, like your money just kind of disappears, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're talking about something nobody really warns you about. Why boring days are one of the biggest unfair advantages rich people have, and why most people can't stand them. Here's the thing. Most people believe that progress should feel exciting. If you're making money, it should feel like a breakthrough. If you're being productive, it should feel intense. If you're succeeding, it should feel dramatic, and that belief is completely backwards. Look, bad financial decisions usually feel good in the moment. Scrolling feels good. Spending feels good. Impulse buying feels good. Chasing the next opportunity feels exciting. But the decisions that actually make you wealthy, they feel boring. And this is where most people mess up. Your brain hates boredom. It's not designed to make you rich, it's designed to keep you entertained and comfortable. Dopamine spikes when there's novelty, urgency, or uncertainty. That's why checking your phone gives you a little hit. That's why buying something new feels exciting. That's why quick money ideas feel irresistible. And it's also why saving money feels baneful. Doing the same routine every day feels dull. And investing slowly feels pointless. Your brain literally interprets boredom as something is wrong. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth is built in environments where dopamine is low. Let me describe a day that wealthy people actually enjoy. They wake up at the same time, they do the same morning routine, they work on the same long-term projects, they invest automatically, they don't check prices all day, they don't panic, they don't chase trends. Nothing exciting happens. No huge wins, no huge losses, just quiet, repetitive consistency. Most people would hate that. Now you might be thinking, okay, but boring sounds unmotivating. Don't you need excitement to succeed? No. You need systems, not motivation. Here's a real statistic that makes this painfully clear. According to data from Dalbar, the average stock market investor earns around 4 to 5% per year, while the S&P 500 has historically returned about 10% per year. Same market, same opportunities. So where does the gap come from? Behavior. People buy when things are exciting and sell when things feel scary. They react emotionally. Rich investors don't. They keep doing the boring thing regardless of how it feels. Let's talk about the math for a second. Say you invest just $300 per month. Nothing flashy, no screenshots, no flexing. At 10% annual return, after 10 years, you'd have around $60,000. After 20 years, about $230,000. After 30 years, roughly $680,000. And here's the part nobody talks about. Most of that money shows up in the last 10 years. The early years feel slow. The progress feels invisible. The days feel boring. That's why most people quit. Psychologically, humans are terrible at delayed rewards. We're wired to prefer small rewards now over much larger rewards later. Psychologists call this hyperbolic discounting. You'd rather spend $50 today than have $500 10 years from now, even though the second option is objectively better. Rich people don't magically escape this wiring. They just design their lives so they don't have to fight it every day. They automate, they remove decisions, they make money boring. And look,
Discipline is overrated. Willpower runs out. Systems don't. Rich people don't wake up every morning asking, "Should I invest today?" or "Should I save today?" They already made that decision years ago. That's boring, and that's exactly why it works. Most people confuse activity with progress. Checking emails feels productive. Watching finance videos feels productive. Planning feels productive. But none of that builds wealth. Wealth comes from repeating the same income-producing actions over and over, protecting your capital and letting time do the heavy lifting, which again feels boring. Social media makes this problem so much worse.
You never see someone quietly investing for 20 years. You never see someone slowly building a business with no drama. You see, "I made $10,000 this week. This changed my life overnight." And "do this now before it's too late." That constant stimulation trains your brain to reject slow progress, and that destroys people financially. You might be thinking, if everything is boring, won't I lose motivation? Honestly, the opposite happens. When your finances stop feeling chaotic, your stress drops. When your routine stabilizes, your energy goes up. When you stop chasing excitement, your confidence grows. Motivation becomes unnecessary. You just show up. Here's a simple test. Look at your calendar. Is it reactive, random, full of interruptions? Now imagine a calendar where every weekday looks almost identical. Work blocks are protected, finances run automatically, decisions are minimal. That calendar looks boring. It's also incredibly powerful. Let me tell you a quick story. Two friends make the same income. One is constantly trying new side hustles, spending when stressed, investing inconsistently, and needing excitement to feel like they're on track. The other follows the same routine every week, invests the same amount every month, and sticks to the same goals year after year. After 10 years, the first friend feels like they worked harder. The second friend is wealthy because boring compounds. Excitement creates volatility. Volatility creates stress. Stress leads to bad decisions, burnout, and quitting. Boring creates stability. Stability creates clarity. And clarity is where long-term money is made. So let's make this practical. This week, automate one financial decision: savings, investing, or bills. Remove thinking. Pick one habit and commit to not changing it for the next 90 days. Same routine, same schedule. Stop consuming money content every single day. Once a week is enough. More input creates more emotional decisions. Track progress quarterly, not daily. Daily tracking creates anxiety. Quarterly tracking creates clarity. And redefine success. Success isn't excitement. Success is consistency without stress. Here's the hard truth. If your financial life feels exciting, it's probably unstable. If it feels boring, you're probably doing something right. The people who get rich aren't special. They're just willing to be bored longer than everyone else. Boredom isn't the enemy. It's the signal that you've stopped reacting and started building. So if your days start to feel repetitive, if progress feels slow, if nobody is clapping yet, good. That's exactly what wealth feels like before it shows up. If this helped you rethink money and productivity, hit the like button, subscribe for more honest financial education, and tell me in the comments, what's one area of your life you're going to intentionally make more boring starting today?